10 reasons to buy Bitcoin cryptocurrency. 1. It will be the main currency in the future. One thing that the economic crisis of 2008 showed us is that traditional banking systems are flawed, and it's been confirmed in 2020. More and more people are seeing the need for viable alternatives. And that's exactly what crypto offers: a secure, decentralized form of banking that takes governments and banks out of the equation. And the crazy thing is that even banks realize it. Just listen to what Germany's Deutsche Bank has to say in their Imagine 2030 report. They talk about how fragile a traditional money system is, that by 2030, over 200 million people will be using digital money. And by then, traditional money will already be on the way out. And it's not just Deutsche Bank. Twitter's Jack Dorsey has said he believes Bitcoin will eventually become the world's single currency. Elon Musk has stated that crypto is a far better way to transfer value than a piece of paper. China State TV is called blockchain, the technology that makes crypto possible 10 times more valuable than the internet. 2. You need to get familiarized with the technology. It's the biggest technological invention since the internet. So if you are still not up to speed with it, you're behind. But the good news is you're still in time to start playing catch up. Just like in the mids when the internet was taking off, there were those who resisted adapting to it. There will be those people with a blockchain and crypto revolution, but do you really want to be one of them? And just like we now rely on the internet for information and communications, soon it's going to be the same for financial transactions using blockchain. So if you're not familiar with using it yet, now's the time. What are you waiting for? 3. You will position yourself better for opportunities in this space. Sure, you can make and receive payments with a crypto account. You can use it to save. But the really big opportunities come with investing in crypto. Just take a look at Bitcoin. If you'd invested $100 in it just 5 years ago, by now that $100 would be worth $2,500. Or if you got in really early with that $100.10 years ago, be worth $1.9 million. The price of Bitcoin is still set to keep on going up, sure, with blips here and there. And to be fair, probably not as dramatically as it did before. Other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Ripple, and Lisk also have huge potential to grow and bring great returns to savvy investors. But to know which coins to invest in and when, you do need to get educated and get some experience under your belt. So why waste any time? Now's the time to get crypto savvy and learn to spot the opportunities, because you can be sure there are huge opportunities waiting for it. A solid alternative for saving money. We've already talked about crypto's long-term upwards trend. Let's compare that with regular money. If you took $100 in cash, buried it, and waited 10 years, the amount you could buy with it a decade later could be a lot less than when you put it in the ground because of inflation. And leaving it in a bank account isn't going to be much better, if at all, because of the interest rates in bank accounts, which vary from 0 to extremely low. Disclaimer: yes, crypto is more volatile than most currencies, largely because it's still new and gaining traction, like at the start of 2018 when the price of Bitcoin tanked. Remember, it's more or less recovered since then, and its upward trend is likely to continue and win out on any volatility. And that's what makes it such a great option for long-term saving, something that will beat any interest-rated banks that can give you 5 you are safe from inflation. So we're just talking about inflation. Let's spell that out in full. The problem with traditional money is that it's always going down in value. And this isn't by accident. Governments and central banks do it on purpose, especially when there's a financial crisis like the one in 2008 or the one this year in 2020. At times like these, there's a shortage of money, and governments try to get around it by just printing more. In fact, 22% of all dollars that exist today were created in 2020 when the Federal Reserve injected $2 trillion into the economy. Making money appear out of thin air might sound pretty neat until you figure out the catch. There may be more money, but the amount of goods and services it's chasing stays the same, and the value of money goes down compared with the value of those goods and services. And that's what we call inflation. That's why smart people trust gold more than money, because when there's an economic crisis, new gold doesn't just magically appear out of nowhere, and it holds its value in Bitcoin. And another, crypto, just like gold, don't get created as a short-term fix to financial problems. 6. It's way easier to get into crypto than you thought. just in case you thought you need a PhD in programming or maybe in finance to get into crypto. We'll tell you now you don't. A smartphone with internet access will do nicely. In fact, crypto is way easier to get into than more traditional investments. First, because it's got high liquidity that you can buy it and sell it easily and quickly. Second, there isn't a high threshold to getting into it for stocks and bonds. Usually you need to put in a large sum of money, and you can't just put down $100. With crypto, you can. But we realize there's still a lot of confusion, and not many people understand how this space works and how to take advantage of it. That's why we decided to create the best course out there to guide you step by step through everything we've learned about Bitcoin and blockchain from scratch. It's called Bitcoin Essentials. You'll learn how the technology works, how to use it, how to buy Bitcoin safely, and how to store it just to go OLX.com Bitcoin. If you want to be part of this new revolution in technology and wealth, this is something you really don't want to miss out on. 7. No one controls your money. So if regular money is controlled by governments and banks, who does control crypto? Well, the beauty of crypto is that it's controlled by nobody and everybody at the same time. Let's take Bitcoin. The code is stored in thousands of nodes. That means the computers of tens of thousands of people who voluntarily run Bitcoin software on their computers. There's no central authority or mastermind behind it. All users effectively retain control, and it's in everyone's interests to keep the network active and healthy. 8. The best security on the market. So if there's no big powerful institution monitoring it, is it safe? The answer is a definite yes. It's got the best security out there, and that's down to the way information is stored. Anytime a transaction takes place and digital money gets handed over to a new user, that gets recorded permanently and it can't be erased even after it's changed hands again. And remember, we said that the data is stored by tens of thousands of users, unlike a bank, which has one central database. 9. The lowest fees by far. For any kind of investment you make, there are going to be fees. Fees for making, buying, selling, and even storing the investment. And this is also true of crypto. But the difference is that with crypto, fees are determined by users, and that means it's in their interest to keep them low, much lower than the ones you'd be charged by stockbrokers to invest in stocks or bonds. 10. Blockchain is here to stay. What you have to understand about blockchain is that Bitcoin and another crypto are built on blockchain in the same way Facebook or Google are built on top of the internet. It's what makes crypto possible. But there's more to blockchain than crypto. We think that crypto is proof enough that blockchain is going to become more important. But just in case you needed more, let's just look at all the other things blockchain is being used for. What do you think of our video? Let me in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.